Hello, we are TheraJournal. This is our spring 2023 capstone project for the School of Computing here at the University of Utah. Our team is comprised of me, Tanner Crone, Matthew DiCataldo, and Ethan Pedersen and Cole Taylor. TheraJournal is a web application used by people and their therapists to connect, share, and be a useful tool outside of in-person therapy. Next, I'll have Ethan Pedersen show us a little bit about who a user is and what they'd like to do with our app.
We've identified two distinct user groups for TheraJournal. We have on one side our journalers and therapy patients, and then our therapists. Those journalers may or may not be going to therapy, but more than anything, they want an easy-to-use online journal. They may also want to be keeping track of their daily habits and their feelings. And if they are going to therapy, they want to be able to easily share their information with their therapist while still maintaining control at all times, because it is sensitive private information. Meanwhile, therapists want to have their clients share information with them ahead of time so they can save time in their in-person therapy sessions. A therapist is also going to want to see trends in how their patients are feeling and are doing over time. The key functionality of TheraJournal is, of course, journal entries, being able to search those journal entries and tag them. We use natural language processing to auto-suggest tags based on what the user has written, as well as give the user summaries that makes it easier to share and summarize. And the next feature is that we have habit trackers that lets a user track any habit that they want, as well as a mood tracker. These journal entries and habits can be shared between accounts. And with that shared information, we have a dashboard to look at derived trends over time between all of the shared information so that you can see insights into how the user is feeling and doing. Next up, our demo. So this is our homepage for TheraJournal.app. First, I'm going to walk you through signing up so you can see what a fresh user account looks like. We'll just make simple test accounts. Then we'll sign up and log in. And so this is the dashboard when a new user signs up. The first thing I'll draw your attention to is that it defaults with a mood tracker set up. So I can click on that and I can add for today. I'm feeling pretty great today. We'll hit done. You can see that updated in the background as well. Kind of nice. But let's get to the chase and create a new journal entry. So first you can set the title up here. We'll just do something simple, my first journal entry. And rather than trying to come up with a journal entry, I've actually found a sample journal entry we're going to use from Harry Truman. I'm just going to copy that in there. You can see it actually copied in the italic text because this is a full rich text editor. So I can untoggle that if I want. The first feature I'll show you with journal entries is the tagging feature. So when I click on this tag feature, you can see it's processed the journal entry and identified keywords from the writing that are now being suggested as tags. So I'm going to tag it with Stalin, and I could later search for the keyword Stalin and it would bring up this journal entry. And we'll just save that. The additional part that's down here is an auto-generated summary of the journal entry. This is done by weighting the sentences in the journal entry and identifying the five most important key sentences. We'll hit save there. We'll go back out and you can see that it pops up on the dashboard. By clicking on view all, you can see a list of all of your journal entries, as well as search and sorting options. Obviously, we just have one journal entry, so it's not super useful right now. But to demonstrate the sharing feature, I'm going to share this journal entry with another user that we already have set up. So I filled in the email address and I click add, and now this other user shows up as someone who could read this entry. You can additionally share by just link, by just a URL-based link, and whoever I share this with will be able to simply just view the entry, regardless of if they have an account or not. I'm also going to share this mood tracker. And to demonstrate the sharing, I'm going to log out and we will show you that other user account.
Okay, so now we've logged into a user account that has been using TheraJournal for a long time. They have many journal entries that they've stored over time. They also have their mood tracker as well as another custom habit tracker they've made and have created entries for. Now we can go to the Share tab, and from here we can see a recent feed that shows all the different modules that have been shared with us from other users that have connected in the way that we did previously on that fresh account. You can see here at this little email tag at the bottom of the module that that account that we made previously is the one that shared this with us. You can also see at the bottom here, we have user cards that represent all the users that have shared data with us. And this is where all of your data analysis will live. So if I click on, this is a user account that has shared with itself. So we will see the data that was shown on the dashboard that we highlighted previously. And you can check how has their mood changed over time. You can see their graph of all their entries. This is for the month of April of this year, and we can swap between months and you can check how their mood's been over time. If there's no data, then there's nothing to show. We can scroll down and see another graph that shows the sentiment analysis that we've run on the journal entries that they've shared with us, as well as a bar graph showing how well they've been doing at the custom habits that they've created. And that is the end of the demo.
Now, here is TheraJournal's architecture diagram. TheraJournal is a SvelteKit app that we host on Vercel. We also use a variety of Google Cloud services for hosting our MariaDB database, for hosting a machine that runs our natural language processing code, and we use Firebase Auth to assist in authentication for users. One notable thing to mention too is we also have a full testing suite using Playwright. That's all we have for you today. Thank you for listening, and we hope you enjoyed. You can check out TheraJournal today on therajournal.app. Thank you.